Rainier 70,
Wow.
the Rainier 2 Willamette, Hammond 17, and I'm also the superintendent of maintaining the 1.5" scale Rainier 70 for the Polson Mainline Company.
That's awesome.
And I forgot to mention, I also helped unload the Polson Rainier 45 up down in Hopeland when it came back, and working right now on bringing Rainier 23, which was a 18-ton Plymouth. We're getting ready to bring that from Issaquah back to Hopeland.
Wow. And what kind of a move does that look like?
That's going to be, we're probably going to get a crane up in Issaquah and then load it on a flatbed truck. We're going to move it to Hopeland first. There's the highball. Or we will move it down to the Quig Brothers shop and give it at least a freshening up. It hasn't been painted or anything like that in a few years, so we'll put a paint job on it.
Your next crew will be waiting for you.
Okay. You got in a different gear, didn't you? Yeah, I think I might have been in fourth.
So how fast could these go top speed?
Oh, this has got a top speed of about 45, 50 miles an hour at least.
Wow.
It's really about how comfortable you are in running it, especially on an old rickety logging railroad, you know?
Sure.
Yeah. So here around the yard, we try to keep it under 15. Have to brake on, that's why.
So did this railroad used to connect up with Grisdale and Govey?
Yes, this went all the way out to Grisdale, and then the Fur Creek branch, which went up to Govey, and Camp 3 over the High Steel Bridge, Vance Creek Bridge.
Yeah.
You got a couple of big bridges over the Satsum River. And then it's also had a junction with the Schaefer Brothers Logging Railroad, which ran down to towards Brady.
Huh.
And then they had track rides over Simpson, through Grisdale, and on up to Olympic Camp.
Wow. So currently, how many miles of track do you guys run on back here?
We run about 2 1/4 miles here in the industrial park, but we do have a lease on the remaining railroad. We have a lease currently on about 8 miles of track. If you included the couple of miles of track that the city of Shelton owns that we don't have access to, there's 10 miles of railroad left in terms of the main line.
Okay. So previously, how many miles total of railroad were there?
Oh, it's trying to remember offhand. Grisdale was about milepost 48, and including all the spurs, you had probably 7,500 miles worth of track at one point in time.
Wow. When did they start to take out those, like all the miles of railroad track?
When they started truck logging, late 1930s, early 1940s, that's kind of when they did the first cutback and cut back the Camp 3 branch to Govey. Started truck logging the reloads versus going and rail spur logging. And then then there was another major cutback in 1985 when they shut down the Fur Creek branch in Camp Govey, shut down Camp Grisdale at that time.
Okay.
And then they cut it back from the Bremeyer transfer, which was just south of Grisdale. They cut it back from there about 2000, 2003, which left about just this 10-mile stretch of railroad running until 2015.
Okay. Now, do you guys maintain the remaining, like rail, crane, and trains left over from?
Right. We have the number 56, which is a American Ohio-built crane, 70-ton diesel electric. We have locomotives number 900 and 1200, which are both EMD-built locomotives with dynamic brakes, rare for a switch engine. We've got a couple of passenger car projects, a couple of cabooses that we're working on. And this is one of 3 speeders that we have that are original to the railroad.
And what year is this speeder built?
1975.
Oh, cool.
75 or 76. I get the two confused.
Yeah, gotcha.
Well, there's a tag right here, but yeah, it's a little hard to read.
Yeah. So what type of transmission is that?
4-speed manual. I don't know what make it is, but then it also has an auxiliary reversing box over here, so you have the same amount of speeds forward as you do reverse.
And you said the engine size was what?
300 cubic inch inline 6, made by Ford.
Yeah.
They're doing 3 trips an hour. That's 12 miles an hour. We're on 5 hours, so 60 miles. We're gonna do a little over 10 miles a gallon.
That's pretty good.
For as many people as we're moving.
Yeah. So do this speeder and that car that you're pulling, where does it stay year round?
Everything stays over here at the end of the line.
Sure. Okay.
Side dump Sally here, those came off the OC&E down in Oregon. Then this bar tank car came from the Donovan Corkery Lumber Company over in Aberdeen.
What did they use them for?
That was for fire protection. The load boxes were for when you rebuild the engines and the locomotives, you have to break them in with an artificial load. So you'd hook it up to that, and that would provide that artificial load. Keep an eye out, man.